be home. You gotta get. You're gonna break the envelope. Okay, so you're gonna back there's some intrigue of what that number is going to look like. I'll get on this and then listen up. I'm gonna be 10 yards right here. You're gonna put the outside foot on the hands on the 35 and rock and roll. Any questions? All right, stop. 35 out there. Lorenzo Jr. and Sonny. Right there, on 35, perfect right there. Get the kids, probably going to be back pedal. Back pedal. Great, here we go. The Griffins average 4.38 for the style was 4.27. Let's go. But Fox started to get me through. Make sure you got the push it, man. Get the 5, I'm waiting. Don't get
catching now where they go. The coach is really catching it from the other defensive back coaches behind the drill, go down running the drill. They want to see them really getting over there and moving. They don't want to see them too cautious and everything they're doing. A little more of a run, a little more speed out of it. Yes.
He's a who?
Positions they want to see you react to what they're telling you about on the ground, having judgment against the left.
But the defensive backfield is not afraid of this type of thing here. They start getting quarterbacks in the backfield too. The ball placement was.
It's a play off the screen, something on your chest. Yeah, man, I'm cool, bro. Just a little bit. There you go.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback.
Come on, man.
To the ground with the back.
So here we go. Set.
And the first play is stopped, and the visitors call their 9 attack team welcome in this place.
Finish.
Let's take a minute and talk about this.
More surprised by I told you when we first started yesterday. That we get a comeback. We'll play it in the field. Yeah. Going to the airport, everybody is football. To expect a record with that's Saturday usually wide receiver, quarterback, and running back. We've been told to expect a they know each other.
If Elvis shows up, he's going to do something.
That's really good for the building, right? Next week, be able to prepare something with these yes, sir.
And real quick on that, Indiana and Steve, it wasn't that long ago. Right, we were talking about Kansas State, their first time they did this, this Nation project. The last 2 seasons with Indiana, Bill Signetti, that's got to go right up there with it.
I mean, everybody in the NFL was talking about it. It's incredible. And even the thing, a little about it not talking since the beginning of the season. Like that's a patient thing. Sometimes with that, guys get there and they just do good work out there. They get the best of it. So moments ago, 4-2 official, the mother of Lorenzo Styles and Sonny Styles figured this out, and I believe Stacey Dills, are you with Mama Styles right now?
Who I found. I couldn't meet a more proud mama. But that's your kid, mama. Lorenzo's jersey. Yes, today Lorenzo, because yesterday I represented Sonny in 1-0. And Dad is somewhere in here. First, congratulations for raising such incredible young men, first and foremost. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So Lorenzo runs a blistering 4.27. What's your reaction? Just lose it. I mean, just lose it. I knew he could do it. But as soon as he got done, I thought to myself, oh, he's coming back to get more. Because I know him. Did you think he was going to run that fast? Yeah, I did. Actually, I knew he was going to run that fast. When he only got a 39 in the vertical, I thought, oh, he's mad. He's ready to move here and do this thing. What the heck did you feed these boys and put them into Ohio? It's really not the food, it's their dad. I mean, my husband has worked with these boys since they were like 4 or 5 years old. They thought they were playing games. They were running outside with parachutes on their back, and they were 4 and 5, thinking it was a game, not realizing their dad was getting them ready for the stage today. Lorenzo told me yesterday that he had quite some fights he and Sonny growing up. Do you remember those? Oh, absolutely. Some very challenging years. You were talking about two competitive people who do not like to lose. Look at the comp up on the big screen that's over. We see on the left there Lorenzo Styles and Sonny Styles on the right, but the numbers right down through the middle. I mean, a bit of a size differential between the two. Pretty big size differential. What do you see the differences in your sons? Lorenzo's speed always had good speed for him. And then Alex, I mean, I mean, he was always the little brother chasing his big brother, but then he became the big brother in size, chasing his older brother. And you said Alex because that's Sonny's actually the first name. You guys, I think Dad nicknamed him Sonny when he was a youngster because of his fiery temperament. Oh, yeah, temper. So yeah, we named him after Sonny's from The Godfather. Because when he and Louis would get into an argument, he would get so mad. He could go from 0 to 10 in a blink of an eye. So his nickname became Sonny. He went from 0 to 10 at the vertical yesterday. 43.5 inches. What was your reaction to that for Sonny? Oh, I was so excited for him. I was just so happy for him. Yeah. At Cheeseburger, he wasn't happy about the 40. He was like, I'm not stood up yet. I'm like, you did good, son. I've spoken to both of your sons, and again, you did an incredible job raising them. But as they go on to the next level, how grounded entering the league do you feel that they are ready to handle the magnitude of the National Football League? Oh, I think that's very important. I mean, their dad has prepared them. The way they carry themselves now in college, they're so focused. They're disciplined. They know the importance, again, of just being true to yourself and not getting caught up with everything around you. And again, I think they're ready. Absolutely. I know they're ready. Rich, I know you have a question.
Yes, I do. Would you please pass along this question on behalf of the Michigan Wolverines? Can we confirm there are no more styles coming?
Of all Michigan Wolverines out there, can we confirm there are no more styles coming? Right now, but my one down have grandbabies. And I'm make sure that we're ready to go too. I'm on notice. I'm on notice.
Thank you.
Our truck is laughing. Our Rich, the food is laughing. The Jeremiah is laughing. Thank you so much, and we just appreciate you. Everybody, you can see where it comes from. Look at Sonny up there. Look. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Dredge, we'll go back to you.
Very fantastic. Fun stuff. I'm on notice.
Yeah, you got a little break right there.
We had a 2-day period. Pretty cool. I love that. I took his nickname Sonny because of his hot temper, huh?
Don't mess with it. At least he didn't go with Santina. That's a catch. But she also got great hands. Yeah, Halsey does too. That he looks all busted up. But look at this. He's got to stop through this again. Look at that.
That's great. He played everything with UC, and he ran in the low 4 5s.
Halsey ran 5-2.
Yeah, that Florida game with Winston for me. Just watching him anticipate driving the ball. That's all real easy.
Toledo can go.
When you're a Rocket, you better be able to go.
There's four.
Such a coach thing, right? It's either your number or your school.
Well, their school is not represented on this.
So that's he knows. He's going to be part of it. Studying up. Get out there, he doesn't call it. Just like one of those. He check me out.
That's not on their radar.
These guys have done a good job when they have stumbled and lost their footing of recovering.
They don't panic. And that's big in coverage too. We always talk about that moment of truth. And then we have to panic, DJ. We grab the guy late because you think you're out of position or you lose sight. And these guys are doing a nice job of going at it.
That's sure for group sake.
Yeah, that's been impressive. He's right up there at the very top. But how much for one CD? He's dropped some balls. He's got good hands, so he just needs to relax. There you go. That's better.
He did mention he didn't run the 40. Sometimes you see those blazing times. You tighten up as you mentioned, because now you're trying to prove something yourself.
Too much.
Kingman now is a good addition, DJ. Antoine Winfield, speed. He says, I'm thinking instinct.
Yeah. Oh, he sees it. He can see the future.
Okay, the Burton having a good time. We appreciate our time. And also confirming there's no more Styles in the pipeline immediately. They like this sign, apparently. He's in. Oh, it's all Ohio State. Sounds good. So that's the simulcast of Lorenzo Jr., Olave McLaurin, and Garrett Wilson. Oh, baby. Take that, wide receiver, you. Wow. What a day for Lorenzo Styles Jr. Sonny treated like the 40 like a toll booth. And then Lorenzo. Just getting it done. Settling all family business. From sons to mom.
Right now is offering any pizza for just $10. That's right. It's 5 toppings on front, left half, and fish, original pig, or hand tossed. At any time for just $10. Just download the Pizza Hut app now.
ACE's YardRx program prescribes the best lawn care specific to your yard's needs, delivered every season. Because when you want greener grass, less weeds, and fewer bugs, you can get a personalized prescription delivered free from the helpful folks at ACE. Subscribe now and save 20% on everything you need all year. From our store to your front door, with service so good it's guaranteed. ACE is the place of folks.
Because a car that doesn't make you feel recognized is a car that stops short of amazing. Someone out there someone's paying $30 for a single plate of smoking shrimp. What? At a lobster tail and pushing $50. Really?
But here, it's only $7.99.
And here we go. It's actually $5. What is?
Yeah, $5.
Yeah, it's $5. It's Fireball. Fire.
All right. Listen, today we face our first opponent. But I never surrender. Why? I am a champion. Believe in my superpower. I'm a champion. I believe in myself. Even when it discovered me. Who am I? I am a champion.
Going to Aldi. I got your favorite.
At Aldi, we don't have massive stores that waste your time. So you can shop fast and get home fast.
Oh, yes.
Everything we don't do is for you. It's an Aldi thing.
On this ship, you represent His Royal Majesty, and so dress accordingly.
Sorry. Blue so itchy. Oh, Jesus. That's so good. I mean, what genius thought of wool? That's and these shoes. He was thinking flippy floppies, perhaps. Or just lets the toes breathe. I didn't think about it.
No!
But that's cool.
Very cool. Right this way.
Norwegian Cruise Line. It's different out here.
Big day tomorrow starts at 1 Eastern. Quarterbacks, wide receivers, and running backs. Fernando Mendoza, the de facto, highly expected first overall pick in this year's draft. He's just chilling out here today, giving everything a look-see. And tomorrow, it's pretty much what he's going to do tomorrow. Not going to lie on a preview. Yeah, it's a little preview of what he's going to do tomorrow. But I just can't wait to see what he does in the next few
So we got box drills, right?
and winds up
Left foot all the way
as
up.
expected first overall.
Right on the edge of the hand.
And he is
Not back to the line. Back to the line. Back
He's
to
my
the
number
line.
one player, so he's my highest rated
So
player.
back
And
to the line.
he's at the most important position in a team that happens to be picking number one doesn't have it. So it's pretty easy math for me.
Stay low. Come back. Quarterback will throw the ball right here.
we will have a full-on
I need
discussion
everything
on
live. On the
Saturdays.
back pedal. He's ice skating.
Starting again at 1 Eastern, so 2 hours earlier than what we started over the last 2 days. 1 Eastern also on Sunday for the offensive line group to finish up. Finish it up, and we turn the lights out as always.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
And Tuesday is the official deadline for the franchise tag. And then new league years.
For business here pretty quick.
Right. Yes, sir. Do scouts and GMs everybody like that schedule? Or they wish it was a little deeper into March? Or what do you think?
I like coming out of here. And it gets going. It gets going pretty quick. You have all their meetings here. Agents and teams kind of get the feel for where things are, where the interest might lie, and then it's right around the corner. They get it done. But I can tell you, there is no more defeating feeling than to be out at pro days, which will be kicked off when the agency gets gone. And you've just driven for 5 hours to go watch a safety, only to then get the text that you just signed a safety with your agency for a lot of money. And all of a sudden, your interest in said pro day starts to dissipate quickly.
So that's happened to me.
I've been pro days when draft picks have been traded for.
Good one, safety.
So you go to the pro day thinking I'm scouting for our first round draft choice, and then you don't have it.
Our first pick was in the 4th round after a series of trades. So, but you get to scout a lot of players for other teams and wish them luck. See if he can finish up the day. CD. It's been a nice workout for him.
It has been. This right then, I believe we together might be at senior day. We got a really nice week. Almost one of those quiet ones we kept saying, and it just keeps making plays.
There we go. Let's go, Spirit.
Can you ask Genesis Smith if he's ever heard of Phil Collins for me?
I'll see if it's in the air tonight.
Oh, nice. Look at you guys.
There we go.
I bet you he could get it too. Okay. Nice catch, man.
Back to you and the Zeus. As Irvin used to say.
He's had a good day too.
Let's go, Pete. Slide over a little bit. Right there. Yes, sir. Right. Go.
I'm looking at Ike doing these drills, and I can see Peterman being a Pittsburgh Steeler, too.
Let's go, team. Come on. You think Rogers going to quarterback us up next year?
I would say
What's your gut say?
I think so. I mean, I don't know. I put it more than 53%, 57%.
Okay.
But it feels like that's the most likely outcome. I'm curious to see if they have it another Buckeye. It's been the day of the combine of the Buckeyes with Howard Howard. I know he was a 6th-round pick, but there's a little intrigue there.
There's also some precedence.
Yeah.
Of 6-round picks panning out. Other side of that rivalry worked out pretty well.
All right, Rich. We've seen Peterman jump out of the gym, running the 4.3s. He's had a good field workout. But let's go to the video so you can see him with helmet and shoulder pads on and show you what you'd be getting as a football player if you're going to pull his card on night 1, first round of the draft, which is what his future is going to entail. 8 picks, 14 PBUs. The production throughout his college career is excellent. He began at Purdue. You see him here play a lot more in the middle of the field where you can really see the range. That's that 4.3 speed, get the foot down on the sideline. Very athletic. Here he is at Oregon. We're underneath. Watch him elevate. That was a huge pick late in that ball game. And then the run support, we talk about shooting your gun, see it and go against Texas Tech in the playoffs. There it is. And when I was talking to guys about his interviews, they said, man, he was impressive. There was a similarity to this guy. No kidding. They Cooper DeJean, and then you pull the numbers and look at the 40. I mean, Cooper plays so fast, but very similar, almost identical size, arm length, and then you get a little more giddy up there with Peterman.
Night 1?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's a wingsuit guy. Without Taylor on the field, you're like, maybe we could do the Steelers. Be the first round selection announced at the first ever Pittsburgh draft. To be a fast pick for the Steelers. Pretty neat moment. Remember Matthew Golden being selected in Green Bay as the first round wide receiver replacement nuts.
Which, by the way, watching him play Green Bay is the person right, but I think they could move the ball a little bit more.
I mean, that one play, I guess he saved the best for the most important moment of the season. But I don't know. That's one of the mysteries about the Green Bay season. Production by Golden and
well, Romeo Dobbs is the agent, so maybe that's the opportunity for him. This whole season, he's had a great day. Somebody on social media, CD, I'll take comps anywhere I can get them from friends and teams, but someone on social media hit me up with a Landon Collins on him. I was like, oh, shout out to the Twitterverse for pumping that one.
That's a strong guy. Maybe better ball skills.
Yeah, no, he can really pluck it.
That's a Landon actually know what other two can.
well, Tyler Group is next, and I don't know if Ian Sadiq is somebody that mentioned is from the days, and a lot of people are. I've been looking forward to watching him work out. Tight end. Just jumped out of the building. Just being a quick broad jump. You want to do prices right again?
Well, I was talking about his numbers in training. He was 40 inches in the vertical.
I don't got the broad, but
I could get close to 11 feet. So I'll go 10-10 on the broad. Charles, close to going over the yesterday. It's a 1 foot high at 10-11.
Well, and you win the showcase.
Good night. Got a win here.
11-1. Nice. Tied for second by a tight end since 2002. There you go. So stay tuned, everybody. I saw the fastest fastest linebacker group, and yes, the safeties did it back. Make this the fastest defensive back group we've ever seen in 3 in a row. All defensive groups were the fastest in the history of our the combines. So great. And the tight ends record of fastest 40 on average is 4.64 from 2 years ago. So they're now walking jerky. They're trying to every position fastest.
Isn't it interesting how what we see here at the combine? We think about looking forward and what these guys are going to do at the next level. But isn't it interesting? And see, I'll get to you on this. Like, is it a mystery? When you get to the line of Oregon's you see what the Ohio State guys are doing, the success that they've had. That team out there, even Duke, has kind of taken here. You see them well represented. It always kind of informs what we saw during the fall when you see these guys out here.
It certainly does. And that competition that they have within the institutions, they have to win everything for them. Duke won the ACC championship. I know. They beat a Virginia.
All right. I know Eli Stowers is another guy you guys are looking at, right?
That's a jump jet by this kid.
You want to do the price
I
of
feel the other one I was told was in play. John
Roger, what I got?
I'm gonna go 11 even.
11.
10.
You finally won. We got 11 for
It's 11
which is in fact non-SRO. They're five tight end.
seeing the testing
We covered it here,
Are
Rich.
you, I know you changed your format and you didn't have the words there in the spot there. Are you, might be a good track for you down here.
I'm not running here. I like it.
It's
The idea of sitting next to you, which I love. Actually, I love doing this. But like tonight, but sitting in this chair, doing my hip flexors, just completely. It's I'm going to go, spend 10 minutes stretching them right. It's a recipe. It's not a good recipe.
cultural gets honestly just dislocated finger.
Okay? It seems like it's already running through. Everybody else? Well, we got more coming. Having a good time. I guess limit to his fingers.
It's all right.
It is okay. Oh, who's the former App State QB? Comes to you.
I would say much less wealthy Justin Thomas would be the comparison there.
The comp would be football.
Oh, my football player? There's nobody with my skill set that's ever worked out at the combine. So there is no comp there.
Really?
Oh. I mean, I would say like Jake Plummer, like just on his maybe Jake Plummer right now. Me at my peak and Jake Plummer right now.
All right, so the tight ends are about to work out, and they have some very high costs to jump over with the defense now officially rested and the fastest combine ever.
Lobster, red lobster, the largest variety of lobster dishes. Like to choose Lobster Best 2 Ho. Use Lobster Best 1. If you eat your own lobster lover's dream, it's the one. You know, Lobster Best for any time.
That's it. No switching teams. Just switch. Why not? The whole time with the right. Got the best network. Woohoo! Plus 4 new iPhone 17 Pros on them.
Okay.
Worst email recently. But the best deal.
Winter Verizon can get 4 iPhone 17 Pros on us.
Whoa, is that Obi with your family?
Not just
So, Jessica, is there anyone you like? Like anyone here?
Let's do home court explorer.
Help you shop, quote, and buy the right cover for you, even if it's not with us. What do you think of this option? You look so good together.
Don't hate me, I just told him that you're interested.
Oh, I know. Let's break to call each other.
That's not how that works for me.
Brace your taste buds. The new TQ Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket comes with cool TQ soft serve as a tip for just $6.99. Add one of our new Tahini lemonades. It's the new spicy menu, only for a limited time.
Yeah, don't got it, Combine News. I'm over here. My style of play is very aggressive. I get after that quarterback.
I'm a downhill runner. I'm able to see the defense and take it to the house.
I'm a backyard football player.
You can count me to make plays.
It's time to get serious. And this is where it all begins.
The 2026 NFL Scouting Combine is presented by Microsoft Copilot, informing scouting decisions with fast insights. Microsoft Copilot, an official AI sponsor of the NFL.
Charles Davis, the chattering helmets are back. That means one thing. Tough luck. Free agency frenzy right around the corner. We'll wrap this thing up on Sunday, and then 8 days later, we got the frenzy all on NFL Network.
Where's your electric football field, right?
Yeah, I love that. I love that. You know what else I love? Watching defensive players run. There's a bunch of offensive coordinators sitting up there in the city guard. How fast are those guys? We had the fastest defensive line group, fastest linebacker group, and 4.44 average for the DBs, fastest ever in the secondary.
Great offenses are used to being faster than defenses so they can make the plays. Nowadays, I'm not sure how much faster you can get because the defenses are keeping up with the offenses, and we're seeing that here in this year's combine.
The safeties were sensational. I mean, their drill work was great. The 40s were absolutely incredible. We get it, Caleb Downs wasn't out there, but there were plenty of other stars in the making, starting with the guy from Eugene, Oregon.
Yeah, Dylan Thielman. And remember, he began his college career right here at this state after two before transferring to Oregon. You knew he was a fast player. I'm not sure we knew he was 4.36 fast.
Yeah.
And he went ahead and put on a show with everything else we knew about. Instincts, ability to make plays all over the field, whether it's playing high safety, dropping in the box, coming off the edge, just blitzing. The Penn State interception in overtime was a product of his mind as much as it was the physical ability.
Emmanuel McNeil Warren, one of the three Toledo Rockets we saw on this day in the secondary, 4'5", 240. He's a bigger dude, playmaker.
4.52. He's too slow to play. We know better than that. Kyle Hamilton, 4.59. Quentin Lake running into 4.5. Both of them are among the premier players in the NFL. When you have the instincts, when you have the savvy, when you have the knowledge, the understanding, you play faster than your time to time. I'm not worried at all about that with him. We've seen it all on tape, and we saw it during the drill work again. This is why you go get this young man from Toledo. Ability to change direction, drop his weight, go get the football, and then when he has a chance to take it away from you, it's gone.
Yeah, wait till he puts some pants on. Because that's when it really gets scary.
You know, he might strike you if you're out there. So just be careful when you run down because Michael Tapp out of Texas, what'd you think of him? Made himself a player, didn't he? Because remember, coming out of high school, didn't have a heck of a lot of offers. Didn't have one from Rice, but he wanted to go to Texas. Texas did not offer him. Gambled on himself. Free went there as a walk-on, turned into a heck of a scholarship player, and had a wonderful day, not just in the field trip, but in running. I think he ran 4.5 in the 40, which of course got swallowed up because he ran right after the Renfrew Styles, who ran 14 seconds. Before this began, he would have taken it, and then when you watched him play, By the way, remember we talked about playoffs 2 years ago? The big interception in the state to seal the game? Michael Tabb. Man knows how to play, knows how to find the football, knows how to catch it, and take it the other direction.
Well, his brother was pretty good on Thursday night. Lorenzo Styles Jr. like, I'm ready to go. It ended up being 4-2-7, fastest ever for the safety since we started covering this.
Well, in that family, they compete, don't they? You got to see his mom talking to
He was great, by the way.
fantastic.
He won the combine out of all the
Of course she did. Of course she did. And what she also told us is they were competing with each other from a young age, but they thought they were having fun while Dad was incorporating football drills. Didn't make it work, made it fun, made it competitive, and those guys have been trained the right way because Dad, playing in the NFL, understands what it takes to get there. And Lorenzo Styles, you think his confidence just kept increasing with everything that he did? The answer to me was yes. Because he's a guy that may not go, he's not going to go as high as his brother. He's probably going to go on the third day. But guess what? His confidence at a level now. He knows that he belongs. He wants to prove it to the rest of the world.
Yeah, but based on what we've seen out of the Styles and the training that their dad did, parachute sales are going to jump, skyrocket over the next 48 to 72 hours, right?
The Styles as a pair will take out anyone in a 4x1 record.
All right, so let's check out some of the broads and the verts, more of the testing from the safeties. See how they got it done. Sean Singleton, 10-10. Yeah, I think that was. And the best vert at almost 40 inches.
Have a nice day. Let's put it all together.
Genesis Smith, Arizona, 10-8.
From the book of.
Well done. And his best 42 and a half. Getting up there.
Chris, where are these youngsters coming from? These times, these numbers. And Thieneman, okay, now you're just showing off, young man. Now you're just showing off.
Yeah, you add in that the official 4.35 and the 41 inches. I know that Daniel mentioned it, but they could go straight from Harrison Smith right to a guy like that.
Absolutely. And if you get a chance to get tutored by him, and that was about tight ends, and this is the consensus #1 tight end in the draft, Kingman Sadiq, coming from the University of Oregon, a young kid out of Idaho. And this kid I'm crazy about, Eli Stowers from Vanderbilt, a former quarterback, transitions to the tight end, and the winner of the academic Heisman this year, National Football Foundation Scholar Athlete Award, won by Bo Nix prior to.
And how about this? Stowers and Sadiq. Look at the two guys at the bottom of this graphic as far as the furthest broad jump by tight ends over the last 23 years.
And of course, that's the Pro Bowlers.
Pretty good players. Pretty good players. All right, Kenyon Sadiq is the guy that is the #1 tight end on virtually everybody's board. Top 20 in terms of players overall. Daniel Jeremiah's top 50 list. What do we like most about him?
Well,
Virtually everything.
Virtually everything. You've seen the testing now. You'll see the physique when he comes out here because, we call the shorts Olympics, right? So you'll see all of that. But the explosiveness to be able to get downfield, catch the football, and make plays, that's what we're looking for. Because that's what we had right from the top of the draft with the tight ends that went early. Holston Loveland out of Michigan, Tyler Warren out of Penn State. Both of them had enormous effects on their teams as rookies. And nothing a young quarterback and a veteran quarterback loves more than a tight end that can get open right now, put the ball in his hands, and he takes off and makes big plays.
Yeah, he's going to be somebody to watch. We just talked a little bit about Stowers as well. I just want to pass this along. 45 and a half inches on the vert.
What about Eli Stowers?
Holy smokes.
Is
that really? I guess he's got all the athletic skills. Fosbury Flop, let's do that.
I met his father. His father was a safety in New Mexico State, so he comes by this house.
Yeah, he's going to do the reverse of what Saquon Barkley did a few years ago. He's going to do the old high jump.
The high jump.
We're going to see it at some point. So we're done with the defense, and I'm sure all the offensive coaches are like, good, thank goodness. That's perfect.
Now we get the offensive guys out here running and moving, and we're going to see some really good players because the tight end position just keeps evolving and becoming more and more important to all these teams, to all the teams in the NFL. Remember when Sam Laporta was here? Such an easy mover. Has he had an effect with the Detroit Lions?
Yeah. But it's also the amount of 12 personnel we're seeing in the NFL, right? I mean, when Sean McVay is hopping on board, Sean McVay goes from the 11 to the 12, always kind of ahead of the curve in what he's doing. But also, these combo kids now, right? For a while, we were just talking about, do we have a blocking tight end? Do we have a receiving tight end? We're getting much more of the combo played out of them because all you have to be is willing. You don't have to be a great blocker. Just be willing to get in front of someone, stay with it, grind, try and move them a little bit, and help out that run game because Seattle Seahawks run game in the playoffs could have carried them to a Super Bowl. Hello, Kenneth Walker. All right, so once again, defense, I guess we'll see you in 2027. But up next, we get our first peek at the offense. And Kenyon Sadiq, obviously, the star of that class. The tight end is ready to lace it up and run some 40s. Can they be as fast as the defenders? We're getting ready to find out.
Applebee's is bringing the taste of the Big Easy to your neighborhood, starting at $11.99. Enjoy the fan favorite Bourbon Street Penny, the new Big Easy Burger, and the new immediately appliance. You need it fast, so we offer next day delivery of hundreds of appliances. Plus, members save more, and we'll haul away your old heat. When you need it fast, we've got the cover. Shop Lowe's today. We help, you save.
Imagine it. Fresh Sheet Day could become Fresh Sheet Week. With Downy April Fresh, you can climb into more freshness. Night after night for up to 7 days. Downy breathes life into your laundry.
Chicken al pastor is back at Chipotle, where fire meets flavor, where heat meets pineapple sweet, where chicken meets the sizzle of the grill, and where fans eat their favorite. Chicken al pastor, where fire meets flavor.
If you're a football fan, you live for the run. Your team comes out with it. Cheering for your team to crush the competition. But there's one team that we can all cheer for. Team St. Jude. The doctors and researchers who've helped push the overall childhood cancer survival rate in the U.S. from 20% to more than 80%. Join Team St. Jude, because saving kids with cancer is the best win of all. For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Home can prevent wildfires.
Oh, great. Rule. Have you any rhubarb?
Prefer mine medium rare, not too pink.
Oh, well done for me.
Well done. Why did you do that to a piece of meat?
Norwegian Cruise Line. It's different out here.
After this weekend in Indy, the countdown is officially on. The 2026 NFL Draft. It's presented to you by Bud. April 23rd through the 25th. NFL Network Draft coverage. It is presented to you by Verizon. Well, plenty of defensive players made a stand for, hey, we should go on night one. Up next, it's the offense. We will see the tight ends at work here on a Friday night in Indy. So that means, Stacey Daniels, put your defensive notes away. Dig in on the offense. What do you have?
The tight ends have already been at work. In fact, a step away for 1 minute from the vertical, and Eli Stowers goes ahead and breaks the record for tight ends here at the Combine. Moments before that, it was Kenyon Sadiq who tied the record. Eli Stowers, you guys, jumping a massive 45.5-inch vertical out of Vanderbilt, the senior. 6'4", 235. We knew he was going to be very impressive here athletically. The John Mackey Award winner this year in college football for the nation's top tight end. Led the FBS with 769 yards. And converted from a tight end to a quarterback from a quarterback to a tight end in his career. Just an incredible performance from him at the vertical as they get ready to do more work here. And then Kenyon Sadiq, 43.5. We knew he would be an athletic monster. That was after a 10-1 broad jump. And he is Daniel Jeremiah's #1 tight end in this draft for so many reasons, his versatility and his ability after the catch. In fact, I asked him this week, what is it like to have the ability with your size at your position to create so many mismatches? As you see that 11-1 broad on the screen right there. And just like the teammate that he is, which we will get to, that was the vertical retry. They stood with the 43.5. And we'll see Eli here on his broad. 11-3, just topping his counterpart, Kenyon Sadiq, with that broad. Very pleased as you see the fist pump there. And then here it is, folks. Eli Stowers. Look at the double clutch pump in the air with that 45.5. That is a record that has stood since 2010. And we'll take one more look at it. Again, Kenyon Sadiq had tied the record at 43.5. That is Eli Stowers breaking the record, not breaking it, actually smashing it. But I had mentioned Kenyon Sadiq and Daniel Jeremiah's #1 tight end in this draft. He's going to go really high in terms of his ability, his yards after the catch, all of it. He's unselfishly told me that it creates more opportunities for my teammates. He said he has to get better as a blocker, but he is an absolute yak nightmare and will be at the next level. As for Eli Stowers out of Vanderbilt, one other note I would give you is the Campbell Award winner, the academic Heisman. He is an incredibly intelligent guy, and we enjoyed getting a chance to meet with him yesterday. Extremely athletic. I mentioned the fact that he was a former quarterback. He actually, in his career, had dreamt of an NFL opportunity to play quarterback. However, due to some shoulder injuries and just a transition in his career, he ended up moving over to tight end. Obviously, it caught, stood, and here we are. He will have an opportunity today to impress and perhaps raise a little bit of his stock, but certainly his first two jumps. So again, a record 45.5 for Eli Stowers, and that broad at 11.3, topping this entire tight end group, Chris Rose. I think we're in for some more wows and maybe some big moments from this group because, hey, we're just getting started with these guys, Chris Rose.
Space, great point. We've seen it with just about every group, right? It started with Sonny Styles on Thursday, continued with his brother here. Now we see it with the tight ends, and now we see Ian Rappaport, our NFL media insider. So let's talk about tight ends and maybe some teams that might need a few of these guys we're about to see work out.
But what we really don't know right now is, do the Kansas City Chiefs need a tight end? The future of Travis Kelce still very much up in the air. Obviously, there's plenty of discussion. This week, General Manager Brett Veach of the Kansas City Chiefs talking to reporters, and he really wanted to allow Travis Kelce to go through his process to make sure, absolutely sure, that he is going to return for the 2026 season. As of right now, that has not been fully determined. There has been some discussion about a potential contract for him. Obviously, he would be a free agent, so he would need a contract. Only going to play for the Kansas City Chiefs. But they want to make sure when there is a decision, he is 1,000% all in. This week, we should have some answers from Kansas City. Well, we learned this week that Kyle Pitts is not going to be on the move with the Atlanta Falcons. Did officially franchise tag him. No surprise, except when you consider that for most of his career, it was a little bit of up and down. He had a 3-year this year, going to get paid like that 1-year fully guaranteed deal, and we'll see if they're able to get a contract extension done for him. As far as the tight ends available, Isaiah Likely and Cade Otton, two of the biggest name tight ends that we're going to be discussing. Young guys, both expected to get paid. Obviously, Isaiah Likely has been kind of the 1A to Mark Andrews now for the Baltimore Ravens. Stats aren't great, but considering he's been more like a sidekick than a 1, that makes sense. What can he produce for a new team and really get paid for when we're doing questions heading into free agency?
And as you watch tonight, I mean, those are the things you want to keep in mind. These are guys that might have started out as mid-round picks. When they hit free agency, all of a sudden they can catch in their Charles.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what they're looking forward to doing. And the tough part for all of them right now is what we're about to see this evening when the tight ends go out and play is, if you're a veteran guy, you want to get your deal done before all these guys take off and go, because This league is now flooded with tight ends. Every year we come here, Ian, right? We're talking about this new crop of tight ends, and they go out and produce. I still remember Sam Laporta being here, and I kept saying, God, that guy just moves so easily. Had no idea the effect he would have on the Detroit Lions. Last year, the two, Colston Loveland, Tyler Warren, it just keeps getting better.
Well, I mean, there's one thing that is pretty clear year after year. You know, we talk about these guys. I don't know how many are going to go in the first round. All that's going to be determined, how they work out, interviews, team needs, and all that. We have seen plenty of superstar tight ends, second round, third round, fourth, late in the draft. Kittle was a fifth, one of the best tight ends we've seen. Was a third. Kelsey was third. I mean, you can find them anywhere. And obviously, system is so important, but there's going to be guys here who are going to be Pro Bowlers, all pro, regardless of where they're drafted.
And it's interesting, like Mark Andrews, third rounder. He's become a franchise guy in Baltimore. Isaiah Likely, a fourth rounder, and now he's biding his time for 4 years, has made some big plays, and now he's going to get a chance to cash in there and be somebody's number one tight end, you would presume. So, wait, you were looking at your phone a little earlier. You give us a start. Got anything you want to share?
Pat McAfee's been texting me, so.
Okay.
Was that like a humble brag?
Yeah, that's a great brag.
Did we find out the numbers yet about you and your LinkedIn versus?
Oh, yes, we got that out. I got a lot of I've been busy. I've been on the College Story Show talking to coaches.
Have your people get on that, please, so we can.
I know how to link into my own thing.
All right, have your people look up.
What was it for Fernando Mendoza? 196,000 on LinkedIn. Are you going to look in right now, or are you?
I'm not sure how to log in. I'll get back to you next segment.
Just use the face thing. That's all. You could actually hold it up to Tony Romo's face, and it'll open it too. By the way. Anything you want to share with McAfee?
We got dinner plans. Okay, let's let him do his thing.
We're getting ready as the offense is about ready to hit the field, and they'll have their 40s. You know who else is going to have his 40? Run, Rich, run. It started off as just kind of a fun little thing, but now all we need is for you to scan the code, the phone, the challenge, run, Rich, run. You see Rich do that on day 3 of the NFL draft. All the proceeds go to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. By the way, Ian Rappaport, the official 128,724. Sorry to lose.
Anything to the any topics for just $9.99. Domino's best deal ever. Translation to basketball fans, it's like the goat of pizza deal. It's like Domino's.
Known for building special products. No one can make it, but